Come on, boys, and listen to my tale of the troubles I had on the ocean trail. Come a tie, yoopie, yoopie, yay, yoopie, yay. Come a tie, yoopie, yoopie, yay. Yoo-hoo!
A wise cowboy once said, "It takes a mighty can of beans to weigh a ton."
Cowboy who? Cowboy. Cowboy who? Cowboy. Cowboy. Cowboy who?
Hi kids, it's me, Smile Tom. Remember me? Cowboy Slim asked me to record something for the interface here. Boy, this technology is great, isn't it? Yippee! Anyway, he wanted me to get into costume and everything for it. I guess he's feeling a little nostalgic or something. Anyway, you know how this thing works, right? You just read the list of shows that are available, and it just knows which one you want to see. It really does. Fantastic. So, here it is. Here's the list. And have a good show, whatever you pick. And, that's all. Can you do anything else? Okay, that's it. See you later. Yippee!
Push it to the max. I am Mac. Okay, it's Mac. Here we go. It's Mac.
Good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm really glad you could join us here today. Now, for those of you who are with us for the first time, you might be wondering why this doesn't exactly look like a show you might normally see on television. It's kind of a long story, and I don't really want to get into it, but the short version is this. You see, we're doing this show about 800 miles out into outer space, and we've got, like, no money. We do have some interesting things to show you, though. And we've got my co-host, Machiavellian, and we've got the puppet.
Hi, thanks, Tara. My name's Billsy Bub, and I'm your friend. So don't be scared, because I'm really a friendly snake. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about greed. Now, everyone knows what greed is, right? When you want everything all to yourself, everything you ever wanted? Of course. And who wouldn't love to have everything?
Billsy?
Greed can lead to the most wonderful things, right?
What are you talking about?
What? No, Tara, wouldn't you yourself just love to have everything you ever wanted?
Well, what kind of a question is that? I mean, you're not going to pull me into this, okay?
Can I say something?
Oh, yeah, Mac. Sorry, what was it?
Hi, kids. I'm Mac.
Anyway, Tara.
Yeah?
Now, everybody is greedy. Greed is as natural as the air we breathe.
Yeah, well, so is tooth decay, but that doesn't make it a good thing. You can't just say that because people are greedy that it's a good thing. It's not right.
Well, sorry, Tara, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. And I don't think I'm the only one. Why don't we have a little trip down to your own home planet, Earth, and see what the people down there have to say about it, huh? Let's just have a look.
I don't. Yeah, I would like a lot of money. Money. Lots of money.
Yeah, well, money. Who wouldn't go for money?
About
$4 million.
A sailboat.
Sweet car, a really sweet car.
Car. Buy cars.
Yeah. The truck or car of my choice.
A nice Porsche or something.
A Dodge Stout.
A Viper.
Travel.
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 An unlimited round-the-world airplane ticket.
Buy my own island in the Caribbean.
A nice island down south somewhere.
Yeah. A nice condo somewhere down south with enough money to go there whenever we please. Yeah, together with our babes and our sports cars.
That's right. He's good, eh?
Yeah, not bad, eh? You got a job for me?
Yeah, you guys. Wow, those guys were great. Those were some great things. I'd like to have them too.
This is so embarrassing. What's happening to these people? They've gotten so greedy.
Hey, listen, speaking of greed, you two have been hogging all the airtime. And it's time to see my band. And I want to see it.
That's right. Take charge.
Places in the heart. Remember this one? Wasn't Max supposed to be showing up? Oh, God, I hope Let's finish it before he shows up. You ready? I thought he did pretty good. Get out of here.
No.
I don't think it's true the drummers go deaf first. Right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's going to be really great promo for you guys and for us. I mean, it's going to be so good. But you guys are going to have to, like...
What do we have to do?
Well, not really anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. But I'm going to be sort of like in the front. Because you have to have someone to, like, head this thing. You know what I mean? You got to have someone to really direct it. And I've got the kids show, so, like, you know, it's a great start, you know? So... well, what do you...
Show. I don't know.
Oh, come on. It's a great idea. It'll work. Trust me. Just trust me.
Kids' music.
Kids love it. Kids will love this stuff. Just, you know, trust me, because I know a lot about kids shows. So, like, you know, I'll just be able to steer things a little bit differently, you know?
Okay.
Well, come on. I mean, you have to do something. Otherwise, it's going to stay in the, you know, bottom of the ship forever. I mean, we got to get out there, you know? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't even hear the drummer. I wasn't playing.
Here we go. It's Mac. Oh yeah, it's Mac. Here we go. It's Mac.
Hey, weren't those great commercials? Yeah, I'd like to take advantage of every offer.
We're not going to talk about greed anymore today, Billsy.
I'm not talking about greed. You're the one talking about greed.
Listen, let's watch Expozany.
Oh, great.
All right.
Any idea what he's going to be talking about today?
No, not with Tom Selleck. That's the beauty of it. You just look at it and try to figure it out.
Beauty.
Expozany! We're talking about the space aliens there. I think I got it figured out, you know. It's, like the way I see it there is, the space aliens are infiltrating our society. It's like you ever see on the new Star Trek when Wesley Crusher and all those other kids that weren't stars were being taken back to that planet to help them perpetuate the race there because they couldn't reproduce normally. And, well, I think that's what may be happening is, see, we got all this brand new technology and it happened so fast. Remember, well, I guess you don't remember, but I remember when a computer used to be as big as a house I think what happened is they come to this microchip guy, Bill Gates, there, and they say, listen, Bill, we'll give you... Oh, for God. Camera. What happened here? So I'll fix it. Okay, that's gotta be better. Anyway, they went to that microchip guy and said, listen, if you give us some of your kids, we'll give you better computers. And he said, well, that sounds like a good idea. So it happens now is you got these little computers for you, and they got all their neighborhood kids. Yeah, they talk about their street-proofing yourself. I think maybe you should think about learning to space-proof yourself. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I figure. And, well, that's for this week. That's another Expozany. Have a great week, kids.
Tom Selleck's great. I'm telling you, there's nothing like him on TV right now.
You're sure right about that, Mac. Isn't that right, Tara? Yeah, he's just crazy. There's no such thing as alien abduction.
Want to shut up for a minute? It's time for Dr. Onius. Come in, Dr. Onius. Come in. Can you hear me?
Mac, so glad you could join me for another exploration into the world of science. You know, Mac, speaking with you as I am with you in the future fills me with a sense of hope. Why, if travel through time is possible, what is to prevent us from, say, landing a woman on the moon? In today's experiment, we are going to be addressing the most important of scientific questions. What makes things rigid? Why is it that some things are not rigid at all, while others are very rigid indeed? Science tells us that it is the amount of air that an object allows to pass through it. This is a scientific fact. Allow me to demonstrate. First, we take this potato. Next, a common drinking straw. Even an unscientific person would tell you that the common drinking straw is not known for its tensile strength, and therefore would not be a good choice in the building of, say, a sports arena. No. But you will see, as I cover the end of the straw with my thumb, thus blocking off the airflow through the straw, I will be able to achieve feats that otherwise would not be possible. Watch me now as I attempt to pierce this potato with this drinking straw. Ordinarily, you would think the straw would crumple under the force of my blow. Prepare to be surprised. And as I push down, you will see as the straw will penetrate. The pencil, unlike the straw, pierces the potato with ease, thus proving that the amount of air an object allows. What it proves is the ability for. I'm sorry, Mac. I forgot what I was trying to prove. I apologize. It just got away from me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, Dr. Onius. It was actually quite entertaining.
I'm very sorry.
Okay, look, we'll talk to you next week, okay? Good luck. Huh, what a goof. He should try piercing his head with a pencil.
Mac, how can you say things like that about Dr. Onius? You know, he's a kind, gentle man willing to share his knowledge with us, which I think is awfully good. What's interesting about Dr. Onius is that it's not only a science lesson, but also a history lesson. And speaking of lessons, let's move right along now to story tales.
That was tricky.
Once upon a time, there was a very wealthy and dishonest farmer who owned miles and miles of berry fields. Since picking these berries was a difficult and time-consuming job, the dishonest farmer was always looking for someone to do it for him. It so happened one day that two poor children went to the farmer's field looking for work so that they could earn some money to live. The farmer promised the children a good wage for their labor, gave them their baskets, and sent them out into the fields to pick berries. That evening, much to the farmer's surprise, the children returned with their baskets filled to overflowing. The farmer was very pleased, but when it came time to pay the children, he refused, saying that there would be no money until the berries were sold. You see, the dishonest farmer knew that even if he didn't pay the children, they would return the next day and pick even more berries, because that's the way it is with good workers. Sure enough, the next morning the children returned and headed into the fields with their empty baskets. And sure enough, in the evening they returned with their baskets overflowing. Once again, the farmer refused to pay them, and once again, the poor children were sent off with no money. But the dishonest farmer knew that they would be back the next day, because that's the way it is with good workers. The next day, only one of the children came to the fields. The farmer was surprised and asked the child where her friend was. The child explained that her friend, weak from hunger, took sick through the night and would surely die if they didn't get their money to buy some food. The farmer promised that if the child picked 2 baskets of berries by herself, then he would pay her the money that he owed them in the evening when she returned. He said this knowing that it was impossible, so that when she failed he would not have to pay her the money that she and her friend had earned. But much to his surprise, when evening came, out of the fields walked the child with 2 baskets brimming with berries. This infuriated the farmer, who screamed at the child, calling her lazy, and saying that if it was possible for her to now pick 2 baskets full in a day, why had she only picked 1 on each of the other days? And with that, he sent her on her way without a penny for all of her work. But he knew that she would be back, because that's the way it is with good workers. But this time he was wrong. Neither of the children came to the field that next morning. Instead, those hard-working children went to work for an honest farmer who paid them for their work, and the children grew strong and healthy and worked better and harder than ever. And before long, their hard work made their new employer the richest farmer in the land. So rich that he bought the berry fields right out from under the dishonest farmer and gave all the land and a nice little home to the poor children as their reward for all they had done. Because that's the way it is with good workers.
Wow, that was great. That farmer sure knew how to get things done.
That farmer was mean.
Well, yeah, but look at how many berries got picked. So now, at this point in the show, we're gonna go and talk to my friend, Mr. Hobnob.
All right, wait a second.
What?
Wait just
what?
1 second.
What?
Last time we went to talk to Mr. Hobnob, we got cut off the air. Is that not a comment to you on what Mr. Hobnob might be trying to say?
Coincidence. Must have been a coincidence. Okay, now, children, it's time for Mr. Hobnob. Now pay very close attention. Very close attention.
That's a bad idea.
Your thorny bristled bones will be turned into drumsticks and beaten upon the timpanies and the dark one's sinister orchestra. Your hair will be cut by amateur barbers and woven into jackets for the band that will look most distasteful and will cause great derision. Your very blood will be used to paint the trim on the tour bus that will only take you to the darkest of hick towns.
So, I guess if I'm on again, that means there's a little bit of time left, and you're gonna have to pick something else from the old interface here. So, here's the list, and see what you want to watch. Have a good time. Yippee! There seems to be an error in the system. It's not apparent why, but the system has error. Seems to be some kind of error in the system. Be an error of some kind. Error.
Bone, head. Go. I don't know, they're all the same to me. Who cares? Just pick a number. I don't know why all these specifics have to be involved. Just do whatever you want. Go with it. pick a number and see how it flies. That's what I figure. I don't know why you're always looking at me to come up with the numbers. Just pick your own numbers. Boy, I'm just a bonehead. How am I supposed to know what number you want on a dumb board? Bingo, it's the stupidest game I ever played in my life. Here's some numbers. Pick one. What do you think of these? You like these numbers? Bonehead.
And now here's a special in-depth report on the failing merger between Ithco and Big Bud's Bargain Basement.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I'm doing the in-depth report.
But it's my in-depth report. It's my in-depth report. I've got it right here. It was given to me to read. I'm just about to read it.
I wouldn't have it here.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
about
supposed to read it. I started
Talks
reading.
have broken down.
Talks have broken down between the multinational
corporation
Ithco
and local
corporation and
discount
local
baron
discount baron Bud
and Big Bud's Bargain Basement.
Ithco has expressed some interest in acquiring Big Bud's
to bolster its community image and to get it good with the Bonanza.
Let's buy it. How do we get one? I don't know.
Yeah, hi, yeah. Yep. You want to order a pizza? Medium?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. This is Bob. You guys better take this order right.
That'll be the phone.
You guys.
It'll be Mr. Gustopoulos. Tell him we don't have any money. We had to buy a thigh mask.
Medium pizza.
Hello, Mr. Gustopoulos.
Sweet
no,
green
this is
peppers
Rock.
and
He's Roland.
pineapple.
He's slightly older.
That's right. My usual order.
We are from here.
You usually mess up.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Soon.
Yeah.
We'd like to get a thigh master first.
Okay, great. You got that?
His daughter. His daughter?
Yeah, whatever.
Bloody Clash was the finale to years of hostility and resentment between the two sides, and clearly illustrates the superiority and righteousness of the victorious party. Little or no retaliation is expected for at least the next,
Well, listen to me now, I got a tale to tell. Shouldn't take very long if I do it real well. It's all about a rapper named Triple D. Droop Diggity Dodger is his name, and that's me. Now, Dodgery comes from a cushy home, lots of video games and a room of my own. I've never been involved in a gang or a fight, and I'm saving myself for my wedding night. I don't know much about the economy, but I cut up a lot of coupons and I get things for free. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay, because I'm living with my parents and I like it that way. We get along fine, my folks and me. They sold the cottage to my orthodontist. I wish I had a car. I wish I had a bike. I wish I had a girlfriend I really like. At least I got this rapping thing. And rapping's real cool because I sure can't sing. All you gotta do is sort of keep to the time and remember to make it a real simple rhyme. And if you can't think of something clever to say, well, you just mumble in the mic and then you go, hey, I'm the greatest rapper that's ever been. I'm the strongest individual you've ever seen. I'm 6'8", 250 IQ, and I'm infinitely better than a loser like you. And if you buy that crap, then you got no hope. Because one look at me should tell you, I'm a dope.
What you're saying is all very impressive, but does this new hair product really work?
Sharon, I'm glad you asked that question. And the answer is yes.
Really?
Yes, Sharon. Just look at this graph. Now, the red line here indicates what a normal head of hair would look like before using this amazing new product.
Right.
And the green line here indicates what your hair will look like after using this amazing new product.
Wow, that's really amazing. All of a sudden, it's so incredibly clear.
Yes, Sharon. You know, if more people could see this graph, I'm sure the world would be a much better place.
Oh, yeah.